As the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive, because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, it's Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a second down and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Let's go, D.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Bridgewater now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, flush to his right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Trucks over him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Broncos 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Play action now. Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both large. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out Got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Going right back to Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To the air again with Bridgewater. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the 2nd half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that will be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Touchdown! Javonte Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And down to the 20. A big pickup there on the scramble. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play, this guy is sheer excitement.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He's got it. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Dobbins able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Edwards. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Odafe Owe. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown from 6 yards away. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people...
There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Bridgewater. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Here's Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount